Alright, Captain's Apprentice, good. You again, eh? Nice to have regulars. You going to Aletta and Torna this time. You paid me enough before, so this trip's on me. Ready to go? Back to Torna we go, guys. I'll head for Aletta as fast as I can. Alright. The Kingdom of Torna. Alright. We're in a different part of Torna now. Let's see. Okay, we're on the right side instead of the left. Still on the opposite end of Torna from the capital.
Don't have to tell me twice. Witness my irresistible force.
Cool.
The suspense is killing me.
Pouch expansion kit. Hell yeah. And new chips too. Increase accuracy by 50% during the day. She doesn't get any special effects from it. In fact, no one else does but Jen, huh? Alright. Still, straight up upgrade for her. Oh, actually, it gives her 50 agility. Gives her 50 luck. She gets the accuracy during the day. He gets accuracy at night. Alright. $50 agility on top of all that. That's great. Alright. Generally the chips that give a buff to everybody. Let's check our arts. We haven't looked in a little bit. To upgrade her rear guard arts, I think.
No one is hurting my friends. More power
Right,
for
so
me.
everything's level 2 at least for Mithra now. I haven't upgraded any of his rear guard arts. Maybe I should. It takes so long to charge up. I think I'm gonna focus on the front ones first. Increase damage dealt from the side and from the back. Charge about the same. If it's ahead, this one.
This power is for you.
Does she have a heal from the back? No. Yeah, rear guard arts take a long time to charge up. Alright, this one's 12. Or we can make her heal charge faster.
It would appear I'm stronger.
I think we're just gonna get all of hers to level 2.
My flame burns ever brighter. True strength can't be earned through sheer force.
Same with him. We can't get out both of them yet. Nullifies a reaction. Directs a barrier that absorbs fixed damage. Yeah, that one.
It's what I get for keeping up my training.
The rearguard art's a big part of upgrading them is making them actually not take as long to charge. We never got... Oh, this is in Torna. Okay, good. We missed one of the monsters we had to kill, didn't we? Yeah, the caterpillars in Gormott. We can't do it yet, though, because we have to do the affinity choice more. So we have some new monsters we gotta kill in Torna. Not gonna worry about it yet. Partially, it'll kind of just happen naturally. You can craft one more thing with Mithra. It's interesting that using Mithra's crafting skill increases gens, but it's because this is fortitude. So he gets fortitude from having to eat Mithra's food, basically. That's funny. Alright. Cool, cool.
This is becoming
I'm
addictive.
something of an expert.
More corkscrew creeper here. I've heard that the deeper the bond between driver and blade, the better they'll do in battle. That's because the bond has an impact on the blade's strength. I've also heard that just being physically close to one another can help foster that bond. I'm not a driver, so I don't know any more than what I've heard. Sounds nice though. Having someone you can communicate with so well, I have to say I'm envious. Okay.
Ahoy! Miss me? Lord Adam.
Lord Adam's finally come back!
Welcome back, Lord Adam.
Wow. Someone's got himself a bit of a fan club.
Maybe that's why he decided to take action. To wield that love for good.
By the way, Adam gave the order to meet in this place specifically, right? What's so special about it?
This land is Adam's domain. Look, that over there is his manor.
Oh.
Certainly fit for a prince.
It could stand to be bigger. And, you know, not in the middle of nowhere.
Are you completely incapable of saying something without sarcasm?
Sorry, it's just how I am. I don't really think I can help it.
She's right, though. It is quite away from the capital.
He is far too esteemed for his own good. Fourth in line to the throne, but loved by soldiers and citizens.
His relations with High Prince Zeta are quite strained as a result, I hear.
Really? I suppose even princes have problems.
Alright. For a place out in the back of Beyond, it doesn't seem all that bad. Look at all this lush scenery. I think I could live here quite comfortably. It warms my heart to hear you say so. I like it here too. I've been thinking about dabbling a bit in architecture here someday. You better finish Malice off quickly then so you can run off and live life as a hermit. That's the plan. Will we be staying here a while? Long enough to gather some intel on Mallows, plus there are a few things I need to sort out with the Resistance. That suits me just fine. If you don't mind, I think I'll go for a stroll. Understood. Thank you all for acting in the interests of His Majesty. Where are you off to, Hugo? A regiment of ours has been tasked with disarming remnants of Sishan troops at the nearby archipelago. My presence there has been requested, so I may inspire them. And inspired they will be. It would take a stone heart not to be touched by your selfless courage. It goes both ways, Adam. I also wish to express my gratitude for their unceasing efforts. Aegeon shall act as my bodyguard. Bridget, I'd like you to remain here as a point of contact. Don't go running off without me once you've discovered Malice's whereabouts now. And what and face him without his majesty's prodigious talents? It would be a foolhardy in the utmost. I'm honored that you think so. Alright, I'll return shortly. Hold the fort for us, Brigid. I'll be just fine as long as you take care of his majesty Aegeon. He's heading to an archipelago. The only archipelago we knew in the first game was Lotharia, right? Right then. Let's see if we can iron out a few of the problems the Resistance have been having. Is that something we can help with? Jen and I would be more than happy to help, right, Jen? Of course, if that's what you want. Thanks, both of you. You'll be a big help. The biggest problem we've got right now is a lack of provisions. What, food provisions? I'm afraid so. Like you said, this place is cut off from the rest of the world, so it's no wonder they're so hard up. I think making sure our army doesn't die of starvation is more important than finding Malus right now, don't you? Very, very wise. History has proven many a time that victors are those who have been fed and well rested. Just so. We should start by talking to Broggen. He's the one who divvies up the rations, shall we?
I'm certain it'll be worth it in the long run.
Okay. Just Brigid by herself. Interesting. That's crazy that you can do that in this game. I like it. I really like the changes they made in Torna.
This is becoming addictive.
I'm something of an expert.
You're coming with me,
More
treasure.
green barrels. Special level 3 plus.
The suspense is killing me.
Special level 2.
You're coming with me, treasure.
And money. You put your monster behind. They're not all that oblivious, you know.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Okay.
We're out of supplies.
Oh no.
The suspense is killing me.
Ooh, look at all those affinity ox cores.
The suspense is killing
You
me.
can't fire there too. These people talk when you come near them, but you'll control it. Some enemies will only block attacks from certain directions, like the front or the side. Hi everyone, and welcome to the militia camp. Here, people from all different countries and social standings live together under one roof, figuratively. We live in tents. It was all Lord Adam's idea. At first, we were separated based on our homeland, but that didn't work out very well. There were some rough patches when we adopted Lord Adam's plan, but he helped us resolve our differences, and now we care more about who snores at night than who's from where. I'm sure Lord Adam knew we'd get along like this, and really admire him for being so forward-thinking.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Like, Adam, why you got so many barrels full of frickin' no-pawn drugs around your frickin'
Coming
camp?
with me, treasure.
What you been up to, Adam? Hey, it's Dolala again. Question for you drivers. Do you understand your skills? Each driver have different focus, right? So skills to remember are different for each person. Good thing is once skill is learned, it never gets forgotten, so no need for Dizzy Dolala to worry about forgetting. After coming up with this new special and me being a pro adventurer and all. Oh, just the band of adventurers I was hoping to meet. You fancy performing the Rose and Bloom with me now? Say what? You don't know the Rose and Bloom? Where have you been living? It's a combo made of specials. You chain specials together, these things called element orbs will appear, and they're good to use, you know? If you know how. But even I get tired of doing special moves one after another, so I've been looking for someone to help me out. You'd be a good fit, but you might end up cramping my style. Sorry, but maybe doing the Rose and Bloom with you can wait till another time. When we set out on a campaign like this, there's no telling when we'll be able to return to the motherland. So soldiers usually aren't thrilled to be assigned to such missions, but Macneth from my squad, he's a different story. He's unusually pure of heart for a soldier, very eager to make himself useful to the Emperor. Though he hasn't demonstrated any exceptional skill I see promise in him, he's one to keep an eye on, I'd say. That's Macneth right there.
The suspense is killing me. The suspense is killing me.
Endurance. I lost my comrades in the midst of battle when I least expected. If that happens to you, get to your drowned friend and lend him a hand. Okay, this is the same. We talked to this guy earlier. That's why he didn't have a star there. He just came along with us. An impressive tree.
Something of an expert.
Where is this impressive tree? There's no tree here, but okay. Hello.
You're coming with me, treasure.
Night vision.
This is becoming
I'm
addictive.
something of an expert.
I got high level monsters out here. Got our campsite. Got some new accessory and weapon vendors. Champion belts. When recoverable HP exists, increased damage dealt by 20%. So whenever you have any red on your bar, that's interesting. Increase evade rate, increase guard rate, increase crit rate. Interesting. That's a new thing because you didn't have that mechanic in the last one. I'm not gonna buy any of these. We're finding chips faster and better in the wild than we're getting them from the stores so far. Before we camp, let's continue looking around a bit. We got X out there. Got Armu.
Aren't
Got a
we
machine
intrepid?
All right. Hey, you lot. Have you ever found a secret area? They're not something you can just stumble across, but if you put the work in, they're usually something special. Sometimes they'll be incredible views, other times they might be ancient ruins or historical monuments. Depends. Secret areas are pretty great. I've never seen one myself, like, always wanted to. Imagine it. Bet you could dine out on a story like that for a lifetime. Just think how many how many drinks people would buy to hear it. One day I'll learn how to talk.
You're coming with me,
There's a
treasure.
clear structure to this lock.
Oh, hell.
Slow and steady.
Container we can actually open. Iron chips. Wow. Making me regret giving those other ones to who I gave them to. It's like 15 more damage and increased crit rate. Lose the bonus, but... Yeah. Oh well. Alright, 1500. Cancel art from an art. And use an art after canceling an art.
I'm coming
Boom.
along in leaps and bounds.
And on both of them. Oh, we have a Pouts expansion too. First one we're gonna give to Laura. Needs another meat, right?
That's not bad. But I...
Oh, actually, that might have been Jen that needs the meat. Oh well. We got more of it. Alright. Froggen, is that you? Whoa. Lord Adam. Please, a moment. What the hell? It's turning blue. Throat jammed. Here, drink some water. Water fixes everything, guys. Whew. Looks like your color's returned. I'm afraid I have no idea who you are, but I owe you my life. I think you're exaggerating there a little. Not at all. I'd give you something by the way of thanks, but I'm afraid it's a difficult time for me right now. Froggen, have you been snitching food on the slide again? Lord Adam, no, perish the very thought. So what were you doing here then? Because whatever it was, it sounded awful like someone guzzling to me. Prince, I was disposing of spoiled food, your highness. You mean you were scarfing down rotten food? That can't be good for your health. Thank you kindly for your concern, but I am fortunate to have naturally robust gut. Couldn't risk giving this inferior stuff to the resistance fighters. That sort of makes sense. You could say I was maximizing efficiency by combining food quality management with disposal. And if I can quieten the rumblings of my stomach at the same time, well, that's a tertiary bonus. Yes, Froggen, I get it. You'll stop at nothing to make things more efficient. As we've just seen, you'll even risk your own life for it. Could you give me a report on the state of our food supplies? Of course. Well, since your highness's recent return, we've been catering for a few more soldiers. We've organized food gathering squads and dispatched them here and there, but sadly manpower does not suffice. I suppose I bear some responsibility for that. Yeah, we should help out with the catering too. Indeed, we must do what we can to improve the situation until His Majesty returns. Thank you all, you're too kind. Here's the list of our most needed foodstuffs. 2 grimdark crabs, 4 portions of ferrous beast meat, 2 large lacta nuts, 6 measures of weeping flour. That seems easily doable. We should probably get more of each than he asked for. He's a pilfer prone. I guess we'll have everything we need to start searching. We've got most of that stuff. I guess not everything. Hey, it's Roly-Poly again. Nice of friends to show up. Roly-Poly just think of new tests we want to put friends to. Last time we do break and topple, and then we call that good enough. Hopefully friends remember. Well, it's no longer good enough. This time we add launch and smash. Launch will lift enemy off the ground, and smash will smash back down, as name implies. Great power moves. Sequence of break, topple, launch, and finally smash is ultimate form of driver combo. For this test, Roly Poly want friends to do the whole whammy to any and all enemy, anytime, anywhere, 3 times over. Next job is big, huge, enormous, gargantuan. Must be able to do driver combo with eyes closed. Oh, and of course, must come to Roly Poly to let know that test is done once test is done. So, or maybe it's obvious. Well then, Roly Poly wait with hopes held high. Alright, so he wants us to do the full driver combo, and
I see there's
his
work to do.
blade wants us to do 3-stage blade combos, and then maybe we'll combine them into a fusion combo, or maybe we'll eventually have a chain attack quest, or seems to be the way that's going. Call ourselves the Resistance Army, but we were actually just starting out. Not much of an army as a club, really. We may be small, but we've got all sorts of Ryans, Tornans, Gormati, Ardanians. There's plenty of folks in Araya who'd readily put us up to use some kind of mercenary strike force. But who's to say that won't strain tensions with Torna and more Ardane? We've worked hard to get this far. As lieutenant, I'm not about to let my troops get used to fight their own homelands. We've only got one goal: defeat Malos. It's cool. We literally put together an army to stop Malos. Ooh, got a item up here. Slate bees. We haven't seen those in a while. I think we were only finding them in Torna.
The suspense.
Still don't have a quest for them, but we keep finding them. Aggro boost.
This is becoming addictive.
Ah, nighttime.
Adam's retainer Vez. Oh, Lord Adam. Hello, Vez. All's well, I trust. I have a minor point to report. Here it comes. I have dropped the vault key. What? Oh boy, that's a predicament. Just a predicament? It's a vault. Surely it's got things that one might want to access sometime. Yes, ma'am. It's a storage location for all the Origo family owns. From ancient treasures through the tableware, ma'am. Wait, everything they own is in there? Master Adam, this sounds bad. We have to find it. The key, I mean, straight away. How kind of you. Are you really that worried about my possessions? I've been poor before, so I know what it feels like to have nothing, and it feels bad. And considering the vault contains priceless artifacts, it would be terrible if some villain were to find the key first. Oh, about that. No worries on that count, ma'am. I dropped it in a Grafton Ferris den somewhere out on Rackham Moor. So no need to worry about anyone picking it up. I might be incompetent, but I'm not that incompetent. No, I think the dropping part proves the incompetence. The rest is just icing. Why were you even there? You can pick up medicinal herbs there. They help my gran. So I got all caught up in picking them, and out came the Ferris. Exactly, ma'am. What's the point of you, really? I mean, it's an important thing, the key, so I always carry it with me wherever I go, ma'am. Stop torturing the help, Mithra. We'll get the key. Vez, don't worry. Thank you for your honesty. I'm relieved you weren't hurt. Lord Adam, you're too kind. You heard him, Adam. Too kind for your own good. Alright.
In troubled times, we help each other.
We got a couple quests here now. Go ahead and grab another one of these impressive trees. Is it the wood on the floor? Like,
This is becoming
I'm
addictive.
something of an expert.
ripping up our own floorboards in this, it's collectibles, right? All the reason you need. Why are you doing that? Because collectibles. Oh, carry on. Carry on. All right. Let's check out this campsite.
Let's get down to business.
This is our last camel mane.
Hunger is the best spice, right? So this should be delicious.
May it serve you well.
Okay. Hey Adam, how come we're low on food? Like, aren't you the boss around here? Can you just tax him a little? I'd hate to see you in power, Mithra. Life is hard here. Aletta's in the hinterlands of Torna. The population is small compared to the capital. With the resistance forces coming in such large numbers, the resources are strained. There's no preparing for it. I can't really force them to provide for us, and anyhow, taking care of ourselves is the right thing to do. Makes sense, I guess. A little. Well, all I need to start doing our bit from now on is to try to ease the food supply problem. That's right. It's the only way we'll be able to manage. Hey, Master Adam, is there anything you need me and Mick to do? Then just holler and we'll do it. I mean, it's not right for us to just keep freeloading. We want to earn our keep. Thanks, everyone. I think we're going to be just fine. Yeah, we're at the level 24 now. Everyone's got like 6 levels or so stored up. Save them for a rainy day. It ain't raining right now. And when it comes to that one Mauritanian soldier with the rifle, he rains pretty hard.